Welcome back to AM Northwest. It is the perfect dinner to serve on busy school nights. Here to share her Korean-style rice bowl recipe, we welcome back food and lifestyle marketing consultant, plus host of the podcast, Food People Are the Best People, Judiaann. Good to see you.
Oh, it's great to be
And
here.
Food people are the best people.
They truly are,
Yeah,
aren't they?
I agree.
Right.
Totally. Now tell me about this meal, because this is something that you can do when you have a lot going on.
It looks like a lot, but it's super easy. And
Right.
I particularly like this because it's back to school time,
Right.
back to fall, we're all busy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's a lot going on, and
Right.
this kind of helps you solve that problem.
Right, and you can make all the stuff in advance,
Right.
which is really nice. So I'm going to show you how to make a rice bowl. The foundation is rice, but if you're not eating rice, you can skip the rice entirely.
Okay.
If you want to do all protein, and you can choose. I have chicken breast here or chicken thighs.
Chicken thighs.
But you can do tofu. It's really great with eggs, steak, whatever protein you like, or no
Sure.
protein, and an assortment of vegetables.
Although,
I
think
cooked-
chicken thighs are just the tastiest.
They have the best flavor,
Right.
and you can make a big container of it.
Yeah.
So this is a mix of fresh and cooked vegetables. So I'm going to do carrots today.
Okay.
Snap peas. We have cucumbers, a bunch of lettuce.
Okay.
And let's just start with the carrots.
Okay.
And these are julienne carrots, and you can do them with a knife. Cut them really
Mm-hmm.
fine. But since we're talking about saving time, I wanted to show you one of my favorite kitchen tools.
Sure.
This is a julienne slicer, and I usually don't have a single tool thing that only does one thing, but I found that I use it for so many different things. So rather than get a knife, because you can imagine cutting that with a
Oh
knife,
my gosh,
right?
no.
You do it, but
Yeah.
now look, watch this.
That's great.
And so you just do this, and then you get these little beautiful strips.
Oh my gosh,
try?
that's great. Yes.
So just go all the way down.
I love kitchen tools like this. Yeah.
And so
This is the way to go.
you can make, I do it for a scallion salad, you can do it daikon, any root vegetables, but it's just a quick way to,
Wow,
you
that's
know, julienne.
wonderful. Yeah. Oh my
You can
gosh.
use a
look at that.
julienne slicer, but they're kind of dangerous, and this is way,
I have cut myself, honest to goodness, so
Right.
many times.
right, they
Yeah.
are a little dangerous.
Yeah.
This I find to be a much easier way to do it.
this is the way to go, for
Yeah,
sure.
so
Okay.
this is great. You got it. So
Okay.
you can do this. You can even give this project to a responsible kid.
Yeah, so you can get-
And
are you
so-
saying the husband?
Yes,
Yeah,
the
okay.
husband.
Okay.
And so this is how you blanch vegetables, and I like to blanch my carrots. Some people like raw carrots, and it's totally fine.
Yeah.
But I find it a little easier to digest if they're just
I agree.
cooked, just,
Yeah.
they still have crunch. So in order to blanch, you just get boiling water.
Okay.
I'm always surprised at how many people don't know how to blanch.
Well, you're talking to one of them.
You just have boiling water, and you just throw
But
your
you
vegetables
added
in.
some salt, so that's
I
interesting.
just added salt for a little flavor.
Oh,
Anytime
okay.
you're cooking, boiling anything, put some salt in, because
Okay.
the salted water adds flavor. It's just like pasta water.
Yeah,
right?
sure. Okay.
So you just dump your carrots in, and this is just going to take seconds because this is thin.
Okay.
And so while we're talking,
Yeah.
that's
Now do you do anything like put ice water in it after that?
We do. We don't have any ice today, but
Right.
it's okay. The ice. So what you would do is you cook it,
Yeah.
and this is done.
Okay.
You see how fast
Perfect.
that is.
That's perfect. Yeah.
And normally, if you're doing a bunch of this and you wanted to stop cooking, you would exactly do what you said and put it in an ice bath.
Okay.
But we're just doing a small amount, and it's done. So I just put it on a clean kitchen towel to take the water out,
Gotcha.
and this is done. It's perfect.
Where did you get your passion for food from? Was it your parents?
Oh yeah, my mom is a fantastic cook.
Oh.
She actually never let me cook when I was younger,
Oh.
because she said I will do all the cooking and cleaning when I become an adult. And so while I'm a kid, I should enjoy just being a kid.
Oh, but you wanted to cook.
But I would learn through observation,
Yeah,
right?
right?
I'd always
Yeah.
be in the kitchen, hanging out in the kitchen. And it's amazing how much you can learn by just hanging
observing,
out, right?
yeah,
And
absolutely.
that's kind of what I talk about on my podcast is I talk to food people who are in all walks of life. And
Right.
I kind of I ask them to share some of their favorite memories. And they seem to come from people, families that love to cook, or they come from families with terrible cooks.
Yeah.
And they have to then learn how to cook.
Right. Yeah.
So
I've
I did
experienced that too.
I did
yeah.
the same with the snap
Okay.
peas. You do the same thing. I like to blanch each vegetable separately, and I
Okay.
like a mix of fresh vegetables and cooked vegetables.
Well, and I also like the colors too. Various
Yes,
colors.
either colors.
Yeah.
And so, but really what makes this dish, that makes it Korean-ish, is a sauce. And so this
Oh.
is a sauce. I'm gonna have you make it. Super
Okay.
simple. Easy way to remember how to make it. We have gochujang, which is in that red little tub.
Okay.
It's equal parts gochujang neutral oil. Here I'm using olive oil, so you'll use a tablespoon.
Okay.
And I do 2, 2, 2. So 2 tablespoons of red pepper paste, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar,
Okay.
2 tablespoons of sesame oil, and then this teaspoon, 2 teaspoons of sugar. And it could be honey
Hang on a
too.
second.
Here, open that one.
Yeah.
It's a twisty. Here.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
Thank you. Tell me about this paste. I only heard about it this morning.
Right.
So tell me about this paste.
It is.
Thank you very much.
It's a quintessential Korean ingredient, and it's very popular these days. You can even find it at most grocery stores.
I missed the second two on this. On this
the second
one.
olive oil.
This
It's
one,
okay. And if you want it less spicy, you can also reduce the pepper paste, so
Okay.
you don't have to. And this is you don't have to make it so spicy. And this is
Okay.
roasted sesame oil.
Oh.
It has wonderful flavor and a great aroma.
Okay.
And then
Let me get some of that paste out of
Right, here-
Oh,
oh,
here
here.
we go.
And then you can use a whisk, and then it's 2 teaspoons of the sugar, and you can use
Oh,
sugar.
interesting. 2 teaspoons of sugar.
Yeah, it
Okay.
gives it a little balance. You can do sugar, you can do honey, any sweetener that you like.
Okay.
And so I just whisk it all together,
Okay.
and you can make this.
Oh.
I put it in a
Fine.
high container so it
Yeah,
wouldn't
to
splash.
avoid that. But you didn't know me, right? You didn't
Right.
know how I
So
would
you
handle
just,
it.
You just mix it together, and this is great. You can make it ahead of time. I actually triple the amount, and I put it in a little jar and just treat it like you would salad dressing.
Oh, sure.
And so you can
And
put
then
it
it's
on-
ready for
It's
you.
ready for you. You can put it on, anytime you want to make it. It keeps forever.
Oh, there
and
we go.
And it looks quite spicy. I know you were a little afraid
Yeah.
of it. It looks quite spicy, but it's really not that spicy.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the color that's.
Okay. All right.
And so now we have this made, so you want to make the bowl.
All right.
Here is your bowl, and you can put a scoop of rice in the center.
And do you add any rice vinegar to the rice?
You can season the rice if you want, make it like a sushi rice, but I just leave it plain. You can use
Okay.
brown rice if you like, as much
Okay.
or as little as you like. And then here you can use some tongs for some chicken that you could want. And I have one assembled over there. And so I
Okay.
kind of put you can dump it in, but I kind of put it by section a little bit so that it's visually
You're
appealing.
a very organized person, aren't you? Aren't you?
I think it's easier to be organized in the kitchen so that you can have fun in your real life. Just let everything,
Right.
you don't want to worry about things like that. And here's some snap peas.
Okay.
So if you want, you can make all these components and just keep them in your refrigerator.
Right, so they're ready to go.
Right, and
like
this
you
makes a
said.
great lunch too. So you would just heat. You could keep your chicken and your rice in a bowl and put all your cold ingredients in a separate bowl. And when you get to the office, you just heat your rice and chicken or your rice and protein and
Oh,
just put
sure.
the other things on. Keep the little dressing and drizzle it on top. It's very
Okay.
healthy. You can make it as healthy or unhealthy as you want, truly. I like to add a bunch of these greens. I just put a
Oh, okay.
handful. You could use, this is baby lettuce, but you can use spinach. It's really even great with chopped romaine. It gives a nice crunch. And then this is the sauce.
Okay. We'll try it.
And I like to serve it on the side when I have a group because people can put as much or
Oh,
as little
sure,
as they
as they
like.
want, yeah.
And bibimbap, this is inspired by the Korean dish. It's called bibimbap. Here's a little, which basically just means mixed up rice.
Oh,
Here's another little kitchen tool
Yeah.
for you. These are roasted sesame seeds, and just like a pepper grinder, you can grind.
great. That's great. Okay, I'm going to try. I have to try if you don't mind.
Yes.
Okay. Oops. That's really good.
Yeah, I hope it's not too spicy for you.
No, so far we're doing good.
Right, and so you imagine you could eat this for dinner, you can have it for lunch.
Yeah.
I personally love it with a fried egg, which
Oh,
I
yeah.
always have.
That's great.
Right.
Great job. We want to tell everyone you can listen to Judiann's podcast, Food People Are the Best People, on your favorite streaming platforms, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. And we'll put the recipe on our website, too, as well. Thank you so much, Judiann.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you
we'll
so
be right
much.
back with more AM Northwest. Don't go ahead. That's really good.
I'm glad.